Hello everyone, I'm Mika the Shadowbeast, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing, once again, Slay the Princess demo. I am going to try and find the other endings. I have a few ideas on how to get them, so we will see how that goes.
Your Honor, you're here.
Okay, so... we are going to say... okay, we're going to be a dick, and then we're going to let her go.
You make your way up. Warn it. She will. We're not going to go. Ignore.
We're going to go down full intent, and then we are going to let her go.
The entire blade. You take. The door to the. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Nope.
How about you drop the knife and the...
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
Okay. Drop it.
The blade...
Thank you.
And now...
against your back. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
okay.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Okay.
Don't just tell her that.
Why?
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
You know
I've been
what she
Just
says.
how long has she been down?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
They did.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods.
Yeah, the
but you don't
orphanage.
really know me.
She's right about one thing.
Like I said, it's all about... So do you trust me? The prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about...
Okay. How would I do that?
Can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting... She is.
Okay.
Oh, have you...
You know why you're...
I'm keeping you out of here.
have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Okay.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for...
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She's so nonchalant about it.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be... You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Okay, back to the bottom of the stairs we
You
go.
make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
This is gross. I don't like this part at all. Shit.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Good
It's like she
question.
isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No.
Why not?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Can and he will.
Watch me.
Yeah.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No, you're not. Is there anything below that? No.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Hang on just a second, this thing went off again. Oh nice, I'm on Tuesday now. Every time I try and record, this thing just goes off.
This is the end, isn't it?
Problem solved.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Me too. The prisoner. Ooh.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will
Yes.
lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
We can't really do a wink now, can we?
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's just go into the basement.
The door, her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? I'm sure the two of us have quite a bit to talk about.
Neat. A prisoner. Nice. Man, when this comes out, I'm gonna have a lot to get through. Okay. Continue, blah, blah, blah. So, we're gonna go down with the intent to save her, but we're going to kill her.
Your Honor, you're here. Are you serious? While I appreciate, nevertheless, and before you decide to waste causality, it's no use unless, of course. Good. As long as you remain focused on your goal, you make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. We're not going to go through it. Ignore him.
Into the cabin we go.
The blade. You take... The door to the basement creaks her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they...
You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
It's because...
Oh? No talking
I think I
then?
did something wrong
Fine,
here.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should...
Do you hear the conviction? She's unarmed.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
She did squint.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah, probably.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Dang.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ooh, that was a good sound.
Holy shit, that hurt!
Oh,
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
equal? No way, she would kick my ass.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
I mean, if she's been down here for a while, she's probably had plenty of time to work out and do push-ups and shit. Excuse me. Because, you know, what else are you supposed to do except exercise all the time?
We can still turn this around.
Can we, though? Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Nice.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
True, true.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Absolutely not.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
Ooh, the adversary. This is new.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Oh, she will lie. Lying. Are you sure? The point of
Blah,
my
blah,
princess
blah.
Crystal. Let's just...
I need some coffee.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade.
Enter the basement.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Ooh.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Dang, she looks so different from last time. What's a crown?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Neat. Oof, look at those teeth. Doesn't have a little thing. Oh, there it is. Okay, well that's the end of this episode. So, I know it's a little slow that I skipped a lot of the dialogue because you get tired of hearing it after a while. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video and would like to see more, please leave a like and subscribe and a comment if you feel like it. You don't have to if you don't want to though. And I will see you all in the next video. So thank you and good night.